I know that you may be wondering how you can thicken your endometrial lining for your upcoming Frozen Embryo Transfer, or FET. If you've ever gone through an FET and you failed to thicken your lining for your transfer and it had to be canceled, that can be crushing. Today we're going to talk about 3 ways to thicken your lining, as well as how thick should your lining really be for your FET. So let's talk about how thick your lining should be. Now, most clinics will do a lining transfer if the lining is at least 6 millimeters thick. Most IVF clinics want to really go for that 8 to 10 millimeter of thickness, but it doesn't absolutely have to be at that level of thickness. I want you to remember that every time your ultrasound tech goes in to do an ultrasound, even if the part of where they're measuring your lining is a little bit different than the previous monitoring check, it can be off by a millimeter or 2. So if you go in and you're having your transfer at 6 millimeters, that's okay. We see clients all the time have implantation and a healthy pregnancy. But let's say you're one of those clients where your lining is just very difficult to thicken. So we're going to talk about 3 things you can do to thicken your lining today, right now. The first thing you want to do is you want to avoid stress. I know that seems a little too esoteric, and the reason is because when we have stress in our life, our body actually uses estrogen to combat that stress. And so if we're under a lot of stress, our body actually reduces our estrogen, because the body can't do 2 things well at once. It can't increase our sex hormones and combat stress at the same time. It really has to choose, and the body's always going to choose in a fight or flight moment to combat stress. So you want to avoid stress. So that also can mean high intensity exercise while you're doing your frozen embryo transfer prep. Avoid any upsetting phone calls. If you get that phone call from your mother-in-law or sister-in-law that you just don't want to have, don't take it right now. Anything that you know is a known stressor in your life, try to put that to the back burner. The second thing you can do is drink pomegranate juice every single day. It doesn't have to be bottles and bottles and bottles. You can buy 1 bottle of it at the grocery store and drink a shot glass or 2 of that daily. It is really high in antioxidants as well as estrogen receptors. It just helps our body boost its estrogen. We love it here at Fertilista. Another thing you can also do is make sure that you're getting a high dose of vitamin E. Vitamin E is the fertility vitamin. Now, we love whole foods vitamins, and so we love wheat germ oil. It comes in capsule form to take for building your lining. Some people prefer synthetic vitamins. They want to have 600 milligrams of vitamin E a day. So you can do that as well. If that's something that's easier for you to purchase versus a wheat germ oil, then go for it. However, the wheat germ oil will also give you essential fatty acids, which we love for priming the body for pregnancy. So avoid stress, take wheat germ oil or vitamin E, and drink pomegranate juice. We really want to see you have a successful frozen embryo transfer. And these are 3 tried and true methods that we use in our brick and mortar clinic. I would really love for you to follow us so you can be prepared for your next IVF cycle or FET.